Hello everyone, welcome to GED. Today we have some bacon, egg, and cheese taquitos with a little bit of hot sauce on the side for an extra kick. And we're talking about how Pillars of Eternity 2 is amazing. So guys, these are super crispy, super hot because I just toasted them. Check out the burnt edges there a little bit. I mean, adds a little bit of extra texture. So I'm gonna let these cool down for a second while I just explain a couple of things. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is a game I did not foresee myself purchasing. I did not really intend to buy this game, guys, but I like the Baldur's Gate style games. I like the Neverwinter style. That traditional D&D 2.5, 3.0 style of gameplay. And on a whim, I just kind of picked up Pillars 2. I had played Pillars 1 a little bit, mostly maybe like 50 to 60% of the way through. And it's cool, it was fun, but it really didn't captivate me a lot. But with Pillars 2, the graphics, the environments, the characters are so much more fleshed out and well done. It's just like pulling me in, guys. And I've only played, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours into it now. But it's just simply good. It's so good. I recommend it highly. And that's just kind of like coming from me to you guys. Buy it. If you're an RPG or D&D or turn-based strategy game type of person, get off your butt and buy it. Let's try one of these. Check that out, guys. Pretty good. Got that cheese and that egg in there. A little bit of bacon flavor coming through on these. Let's try it with a little Red Hot. This is Frank's Red Hot sauce, Oh yeah, definitely adds a little bit of extra kick. Taquitos are very much like, well, basically they're just, mini rolled tacos or mini rolled burritos, depending on how you cook them. But if you toast them and you get that crunch, that hard shell on the outside, oh man, they're like a chimichanga of dreaminess. And these are obviously the breakfast ones because they have egg and bacon. And I'd have to say that these particular ones that I have right now are amazingly good. You could throw a couple of these in the toaster for breakfast and heck, you're good to go. Again, though, I do recommend hot sauce or some sort of dip for them because it just kind of, like intensifies that flavor. Taquitos are very economical too. I think a box of like 20 of these was maybe $5. If you really want to take the time, you can deep fry these as well. And that just makes them, oh man, deep fried taquitos. Ooh, a whole nother level of crunch. But anyways, going back to Pillars of Eternity 2, I've already started my playthrough here on the channel, and I will be updating the entire playthrough of course. I'm going for an evil paladin. And that's only because I believe they're called Deadwalkers in that game, or Dreadwalkers. And the reason I'm going evil paladin is because really there was no combination of classes that really kind of made a Death Knight. And the reason I wanted to go Death Knight is because Battle for Azeroth, gonna play a Death Knight in the new expansion, and it's gonna be cool. So I kind of want to, get into the theme, get into the role. But I think Evil Paladin pretty much suffices, even though most of their skills are kind of like Holy Light healing type abilities. And for most of my allies, I think I'm gonna forgo magic characters, but I haven't really decided. I have a pre-made second fighter. I have the first swashbuckler. He's kind of like a fighter thief main character. He's an integral character, NPC. I of course took the priestess that comes in the first city you go to. And then my fifth slot is open. I'm thinking I'm going to get the ranger NPC that comes along later in the game. Not too much later, I don't believe. I believe she's kind of like in the next city you go to, the main hub city. But anyways, I might flip-flop on that. I might take a wizard of some sort, depending on how overpowered magic is compared to other ranged abilities. Nope, I second that. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with a almost completely non-magical party, save for the priestess and maybe the paladin's abilities that do magic damage. But anyways, guys, the game. Oh gosh, the game is so good. But the role-playing is heavy. I will warn you that. The role-playing in Pillars of Eternity is so thick you can cut it with 3 knives. Like, sometimes you're just sitting there with walls of text and walls of animation for a good solid 5 or 6 minutes, just reading and scrolling through text. Which is cool. If you love that stuff, you are well in a boat of deliciousness. But if you hate it, oh man, if you're a power gamer, get ready to start clicking through all that stuff. And I'm somewhere in between those two, kind of like a polar middle of the road type of guy. I do enjoy power gaming, but then there are times when I do kind of like to follow the story so I know what the crap is going on. Check out that red hot. You can see that egg and maybe a little bit of that bacon in there. It's hard to see the bacon because they're really little pieces, but they definitely have a strong flavor in these. These are very, very much like the breakfast Hot Pockets I did in a video a few videos ago. Go and search that and find that too. Very similar, just a different form, different wrapping. Probably made by the same company for all I know. Egg and bacon are one of those foods that just reheats really well. Like some stuff when you reheat it, like certain meats, They get all funky and disgusting, but egg and bacon, they come out perfect almost most of the time as long as you don't over nuke them. So guys, please join in on the Deadfire streams that I'm going to be doing. Most of them will be kind of late for Americans, but heck, that's kind of my schedule. Hopefully we can get through it in a timely manner and see some cool events. I'm not really too into the overall main story, but I'm kind of learning as I go, because obviously I didn't finish the last game. But if you want to fill me in on a few of the events that happened in the last game, heck, they're not really spoilers, just let me know. Let's finish up this taquito and we'll get into some game. Also, surprisingly, Deadfire is $10 cheaper than most titles. Instead of being $59.99 on Steam, I believe it's only $49.99. It's kind of a little bonus, $10 bonus. Anyways, that's all for this time, guys. Remember to game, eat, and discuss, and I'll see ya in the Deadfire.